America has given us an unprecedented and powerful mandate.
Donald Trump has won the US presidential election. Nearly 4 years ago, just after the insurrection at the Capitol on January 6th, a result like this seemed almost impossible. But once again, Trump's defied the odds. Let's take a look and see how he did it.
This was, I believe, the greatest political movement of all time. There's never been anything like this in this country and maybe beyond.
Though his name might not have been on the ballot paper, Joe Biden loomed heavily over this presidential election. And there will be questions now within the Democratic Party about whether he stood down too late. Questions had been raised about his mental fitness for office and whether he could keep up with the demands of such a high-pressure job.
Ladies and gentlemen, President Putin. President Putin. We're going to beat President Putin. President Zelensky. I'm so focused on beating Putin, we got to worry about it. Anyway, Mr. President, I'm better.
President Biden only dropped out as the Democratic candidate at the end of July, giving Kamala Harris just 3.5 months to try to win the election. The Democrats will almost certainly be wondering if he stood down too late, and whether questions over his mental fitness for office damaged the Democrats irreparably. It's arguable that the Democrats failed to separate Kamala from Biden, meaning that she suffered with any negative effects of the Biden-Harris administration. When I was in the US, the economy came up all the time, with people saying that the cost of living bit, and many people blamed the Biden-Harris administration for that. The Democrats will also be wondering, did the Republicans win the culture war? Teaming up with Elon Musk, Donald Trump tried to paint the Democrats as woke, and he poured millions of dollars into advertising on trans issues. It seems like that may have cut through in the perception of Democrats.
Yeah, who did you say? Oh, let me tell you, we have a new star. A star is born, Elon. He's a character, he's a special guy, he's a super genius. We have to protect our geniuses. We don't have that many of them. We have to protect our super geniuses.
And who can forget the attempted assassination of Donald Trump, where he was shot while speaking at a rally?
I want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
This almost certainly cultivated his image as a strong leader. Those photographs of him raising his fist in the air became iconic. He immediately capitalised on this in the form of merchandise and in terms of building his own reputation. Really, whatever you think of Donald Trump, you have to admit he is a canny political operator. The other issue that appears to have let Kamala Harris down was abortion. She had made reproductive rights central to her campaign to get back into the White House. But in the end, it seems this wasn't enough to swing many voters' minds. Harris was hopeful that many voters, particularly women, would come out and back her because of the dramatic rollback in abortion rights that happened under the last Trump presidency. But in the end, all of the states which had the most stringent abortion laws voted for Donald Trump. There were 7 key states deemed critical to getting into the White House. 5 of those had very restrictive abortion laws, so Kamala Harris had hoped to make gains. But in the end, all 5 went for Donald Trump. The picture on why it is that Trump won will become clearer as time passes, but the Democrats already face an existential crisis and a miserable 4 years ahead.